We present Slow Burn, a two-part serial by John Harvey with Philip Jackson as Nottingham-based jazz-loving Detective Inspector Charlie Resnick. Episode 2.
Hello. Yeah, Resnick. Oh, Graham. What? Fire? Jazz club? What, you mean Jimmy Nolan's place?
God, Charlie, what are you doing here? Detective Inspector, CID? Just a fire, Charlie. One hell of a blaze, admittedly, but a fire nonetheless. Accidental. Should have thought you bigger fish to fry.
Accidental? Is that what it was?
Christ, Charlie. What are you thinking?
Yep.
Fire officer just rung through, sir. They finished making safe, going over the ground. There's a body.
Oh, Christ.
Child almost beyond recognition, apparently. Whoever it was must have been inside when the place went up. No way of getting out.
Not here. Stuart, he's not here. He's not in his room.
Well, maybe he got up early for once in his life.
Stuart, he's never been there. The bed's not slept in. He didn't come home.
Hey, 10 years back, he was offered a fortune for that club, Jimmy was. Some brewery wanting to rip out its guts, turn it into one of them state-of-the-art cafe bars, with all the personality of dogmas stuck on the underside of your shoe.
He turned it down.
Went back on his hands and knees not 4 years later, begging them to take it off his hands at a quarter of the price. Things had moved on, they didn't want to know.
And you don't know how he managed to keep going?
You know Russell Venner? Word is he bailed Jimmy Nolan out.
Venner came round, called me a fool for not going to him sooner. Offered to lend me 10 grand there and then, interest-free. Next thing you know, he's offering to buy a share in the business. Nothing threatening. 20%, then 25%. His wife, Nicola, 15% in her name. She had the controlling shares.
And she sided with you against her own husband?
Nicola's not only Venner's wife, she's my goddaughter.
Mrs. Venner, I'm sorry to trouble you. I wanted a word with your husband.
I'm afraid he's not here. In fact, these days he's rarely here. Always working, Russell. One deal or another. Whatever it takes to keep us in this beautiful home.
And you mean to say you just stood there talking to him like it was some kind of social call, this bloody policeman, letting him know our business? My business?
I didn't tell him anything. Nothing he didn't already know.
I thought I warned you.
I did what I could.
Keep my name out of it, that's what I said. Now I've got the law poking their noses in, crawling over everything. If anything turns sour for me because of this, you'll wish you'd set fire to yourself instead.
Graham, what's happening?
Reports coming in from Collick Wood. Vehicle on fire. Pretty bad by all accounts. One person trapped inside. No way they could get close enough to pull him out. Him or her. Whichever.
Getting to be a nasty habit, this, Graham.
Playing with fire.
Any idea yet what happened?
Not clear, not as yet. Couple of youths are fishing, they saw the smoke, raised the alarm. By the time anyone got here, too late to be a lot of good. Did what they could, but there was no holding it back.
And you say there's somebody in the vehicle?
His body across the front seat, face pressed up against the glass, shouting, screaming maybe, trying to get out. Ambulance waiting by to take the body off to Queen's.
No way yet of determining who it is?
Not as yet.
Vehicle registration?
Lynn's checking it through now.
BMW, 2 years old, registered to an address in Edwalton, name of Venner.
Russell Venner?
No, sir, Nicola.
Jesus.
You want me to contact the husband?
Call his office. High pavement somewhere, I don't remember. Find out where he is, where he can be contacted. Important, tell them, but keep the details to yourself. Let's not go in feet first.
Right.
Graham, those youths that phoned it in, are they still around?
We're a few minutes in.
Take them through it carefully, see if they can't remember seeing any other cars in the area. Anyone behaving strangely.
OK, you'll talk to the fire officer.
On my way.
Don't hold me to this, Charlie. Not till my lads have given it a proper once-over, but from the way it's gone up, my God. Minutes and the whole lot were stripped away to iron. Oh, bone. I'd say someone doused the whole job in petrol. 1, maybe 2 cans, and set it alight.
And whoever that is inside, they could have done that themselves?
As long as they closed the window sharpish, I'd say yes.
I've talked to Russell Venner's secretary, sir. She says he went off to a meeting mid-morning. She gave me the number, but when I rang they said he'd already left. Think it's worth trying him at home.
Come on, we'll go out there now. Graham could keep an eye on things here. The other fire, Nolan's club. Have we got confirmation on the Hubble boy or what?
Not yet. Still checking out his movements, though. Spoke to John Farley yesterday. Shiftless piece of work, if you like. Admitted he was with Scott Hubble and Barry Descott earlier that evening. Claims he went off to meet some other mates at the showcase. No clue where Hubble and Descott were off to after that, so he says.
Spot a breaking and entering up on Derby Road, maybe.
Makes sense of that coin we found near the body.
If it's Hubble. Or Descott, for that matter. No closer to getting a clear identification, I suppose.
Some problems still getting hold of the dental records.
Chase them up, for God's sake. Put the parents out of their misery, at least.
One way or another. What do you know about them, Venner and his wife?
Oh, Russell Venner, he must be, into his 60s by now, I shouldn't wonder. He must have seen his name in the local paper. Money, politics, good causes.
And straight? No dealings with us?
Maybe sailed close to the wind a time or two, but nothing you wouldn't expect. Honest, I'd say, as his sort go.
And his wife?
Nicola? Quite a bit younger than him. Early 30s. You'd be a better judge of that than me. Married quite a while now.
Child bride, then?
No, not exactly. Kids of her own. Old enough to be off at boarding school. Prep school, whatever.
So, what's she like?
Bright. Attractive. Nobody's fool. At least not anymore.
You mean you think she once was?
When she married Venner, maybe.
Now she's what? Lonely? Bored? Trapped?
Maybe all of those things, I don't know. Not sure.
And she didn't come out and say so?
Not in so many words.
But you think that could be her back there in the car looking for a way out?
I hope not.
Hello. Expect to see you again so soon. What's the matter? It looks as if you've seen a ghost.
No, it's just... your husband.
You're not still looking for him, surely?
Mrs. Venner, I'm Detective Constable Lynn Kellogg.
Yes?
I wonder if we might go inside.
What's going on?
Mrs. Venner, please.
No, whatever it is, I want you to tell me right now.
Do you own a dark blue BMW?
Me? No, that's Russell's car, or one of them anyway.
It's registered in your name.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. It's just his way. There'll be some advantage, I don't know. Second nature to him, I suppose.
So he does use the car?
Yes, I thought I just said.
Today?
Oh, don't know. I mean, I'd have to check in the garage to... Look, is that what this is all in aid of? Has there been some kind of an accident? Is that it?
Mrs. Venner.
Mrs. Venner. Nicola. There was an incident.
Tell me.
The vehicle registered to yourself was found less than an hour ago in the area of Collick Wood. It was on fire.
Fire? What kind of fire?
We're not sure. Maybe there was some kind of an explosion, accidental, or it could have been purposely set alight.
And Russell, was he there with the car? Is he all right?
There was somebody inside the car.
And Russell, you're saying that Russell...
We don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You must know.
They're still working to free the body. When that's done, it will be taken to the hospital. There's nothing else we can do before then. No clear identification.
He's dead, isn't he? But you just don't have the guts to come on out and say it, oh, Jesus. Russell dead. And you come here to... Burnt, you said. Burnt.
Mrs. Venner, come on, let's go inside.
Lynn, it's okay. We really don't know. Not yet. Not for certain.
But you do think...
I think you should be prepared.
For the worst?
Yes.
If that's what it is.
Here.
Thanks. You thought it was me, didn't you? After you checked the registration.
We didn't know.
I was listening to the radio just this morning. A fire at Jimmy's club. The body that was found. It's a boy, they think now. They still haven't been able to say who it is.
It was difficult, not having anything to go on. Not at first, anyway.
Nicola, I have to ask. Your husband's plans for today, did you know what they were?
Not really, no. He may have said something about a meeting, but I don't suppose I'd have paid much attention. That's what he does, what he seems to spend most of his time doing, going to meetings, coming home and complaining about them afterwards.
You can't remember anything special about this one today?
No, I'm afraid I can't, but... Look, call his office, talk to Virginia or whatever her name is.
Victoria.
Sorry?
Your husband's secretary, she's called Victoria. She confirmed your husband had a meeting at 11:30. His accountant's office is near the playhouse. He seems to have left early. Earlier than expected. You've no idea where he might have gone?
No, I'm afraid not. None at all.
Found the lighter underneath the car down by the upside front wheel. Still make out the initials, RJV. Middle name James, apparently. Of course, that doesn't make it set a match in itself, but pretty nigh on.
Anything else?
Another set of tyre tracks, 50 yards away? Spit and a shuffle more, maybe? Earth turned up too, as if someone might have been leaving in a hurry.
And recent?
Well, looks so to me. Left scene of crime down there. Regular field day, right? Fresh air, plaster casts, Polaroids, video cameras up the wazoo. Right, what's it called? Multimedia spectacular this'll turn out to be. Michael Jackson on toast.
Those youths, Graham, the ones that called it in. Did they say anything about another car?
Did they, heckers, like? Not a lot else, either. Not that they could agree upon. I doubt they're the brightest pair to emerge from our world-conquering comprehensive education system. At least, I hope not. Neither to me, off fishing like they do, they get the worm on right end of the line.
Well, there must have been other people around. Walking the dogs, kids in pushchairs, lunchtime constitutionals, whatever.
Whatever, most like. Regular lovers' lane down that way, you know. Might be just lunchtime for you and me. Quick cheese, cob and a flask of tea. But them as is parked up down there, different many on their minds altogether.
Likely why this other car scarpered as fast as it maybe did.
Some bloke not over keen to get caught diddling someone else's old lady. Old man, for that matter. Something of an equal opportunity spot, Collick Wood, I believe.
Have a word with the duty officer, Graham. See if we can get some bodies down there later today. Lunchtime tomorrow as well. Dog walkers and the like. Pretty much creatures of habit. Let's jog a few memories before it all becomes blurred.
Will do. Jimmy Nolan, Russell Venner. Bit of a coincidence, don't you think? Tied in, now with that club and Nolan's, the weather were.
Unravel that one when we come to it, Graham. Let's wait for confirmation that it was Venner before we go tying ourselves up in knots.
Not for too long. Bit of a mix and match in the mark. They'll be able to get the wife in, identify the body. You'll go with her, you and Lynn, I dare say?
Most likely, Graham.
You're fascinating, huh? Watching folk come face to face with the nearest and dearest. Some of their expressions. Like them stories about our Russian bloke the missus is always on about them. Chekhov, is it? Her reading circle's crazy for him. Whole of a couple's life in a matter of a few pages, is what she says. But next to kin, staring down at that slab. Give Chekhov a run for his money any day.
You okay?
Yes. Yeah, I suppose so. It was so strange seeing him like that.
The fire.
It was that it wasn't him at all. I mean, it was Russell. Even after what had happened, there wasn't any doubting that, but... Even so, I think I'd been prepared for, the burns, his face and hands and some of his chest, but the rest... his skin, parts of it, this strange colour. Almost cherry pink.
That's the carbon monoxide. Once it's taken into the body, somehow stops the red blood cells taking in any more oxygen. Do you want to stop? Find somewhere to sit down for a while?
No, thank you, it's all right. I don't even know why I'm crying. What I'd really like to do is go for a walk. Fresh air. You wouldn't come with me, I suppose?
Yes, of course.
I did my degree here. Modern languages. Became a bit blasé about the place, really. The campus. In and out every day for seminars, lectures. Well, almost every day. It's easy to forget how lovely it is. One of Russell's reasons for sending the boys off to school, which I didn't want, not yet anyway, they're still so young, but one of his reasons was so that I could use my degree, get this translation work on a proper footing. You're a grown woman, independent, act like it, make your own decisions, live your own life. And he meant it. I believe he really did. He just couldn't stick to it. That was all. Couldn't help but interfere. Got so that some days after he'd left the house, I felt winded, paralysed. I couldn't move or make the simplest decision. I couldn't even bend down to tie my own shoe.
You talked to him about this, though? Tried to make him see?
I talked, and he promised. And the next month, or the next week, or sometimes the very next day, we'd be having the self-same conversation all over again. So in the end, I stopped saying anything. Just put up with it. Stopped caring.
For him?
For everything. Russell, the house, my work. Even the children. Oh, they'd come home at weekends and run through the door, so happy to be there, and then they'd see me. And it would be as if they didn't know who I was, because I didn't know them. I don't think I did, not anymore. It was as if I just couldn't feel anything.
You thought about leaving him?
Did I?
If things were as bad as you say.
You're right. Of course I did. Some days when he was at work, wheeling some deal or other, and the boys were away, I'd wear myself out thinking about it. It seemed so huge, impossible. It's much easier to drink my way through the day. Maybe I should have taken a lover. Perhaps that would have slapped me back to life a little, showed me a way out.
Maybe brought, I'd have thought, problems of its own.
I expect you're right. And now we'll never know. A little difficult to commit adultery without a husband, I suppose. After what's happened, this is a shocking thing to say, but, you know, there were times when I wished him dead. Oh, not like now, not something awful, terrible, nothing that would cause hurt or pain. Just dead. Not there anymore, absent. So I'd never have to cope with him again. Is that a dreadful thing to admit to?
I was married once. Another life, almost, that's how it seems. Anyway, whatever it was that was wrong between us went on for a long time. Too long. Until she up and left, Elaine. And when we finally talked about it, not then, but after, years after, those were her exact words, more or less. You know, Charlie, I wished you dead.
You must have been so hurt.
I don't know. I think by then most of the hurt had gone. Except those bits I kept around. Nourished, I suppose you could say. Kept for those times I wanted to feel sorry for myself. Have you thought how you're going to tell the boys?
My mum's going to take them to stay with her for a few days. They've done it before. They love it where she is, Northumberland. I think if I told the boys when they were there, it'd be a lot easier for all of us.
You let me know when you're leaving. Give me a number in case we need to get in touch with you.
Of course.
Further developments are expected today in the investigation into the tragic death of local businessman Russell Venner, whose body was found in the blazing shell of his car yesterday lunchtime in Collick Wood. Early speculation has dwelt upon the possibility of a crisis in the former council member's financial affairs, though those close to him have been quick to deny this. Venner's wife, Nicola, 33, is believed to be in a state of shock, and as of last evening she was unavailable for comment.
Those close to him, eh? I wonder who it was set off that speculation in the first place. Morning, Lynn.
Pathologist just faxed through, sir. Results of the tests on the body at Nolan's club. I can go over and collect them any time.
Nice of them. Either way, you'll contact the family.
As soon as I can.
Good. I'm off to talk to Venner's accountant, see if he can shed any more light on things.
Detective Inspector. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope somebody offered you a cup of tea or something.
It's fine, thanks.
You wanted to see me about Russell, of course. So difficult to come to terms with. I mean, we must have been almost the last people to have seen him before it happened.
You said almost.
Sorry?
Almost the last to see him.
Oh, I see. Well, I assumed, you know.
No, I don't know.
I'm sorry. Let me start at the beginning.
Please.
We had a meeting scheduled for 11:30. Fairly straightforward, run-of-the-mill sort of thing. The kind we'd have every few months or so. Russell arrived a shade on the tardy side. 15, 20 minutes. That was unusual for him. More often the other way round, if anything. Rather an old-fashioned time is money, money is time sort of man.
And did he seem flustered? More than usually concerned? Angry?
Not angry exactly, more, exasperated. That's the word.
He didn't say anything that might give you a clue as to what was causing this exasperation?
Not really, not at all. Bar some remark about traffic.
And beyond that, you didn't ask?
No.
So what happened then?
We got down to the meeting, which, as I say, was of a fairly standard kind. We went over the usual items, cash flow, investments, discussed a couple of potential moves into the property market, all quite unexceptional.
Nothing then that might have made Venner feel any more out of sorts than he was?
Far from it. Quite the reverse, in fact.
So, the rumour that was broadcast this morning, attributing what happened to some kind of financial problem...
was simply a rumour, nothing more.
Which you were quick to deny?
The partners did make a statement, yes.
Quelling any disquiet?
Absolutely.
You'd want to avoid the impression of anything shaky in his financial affairs for his family's sake as much as anything, at a time like this. Your duty.
We have our clients' interests uppermost, naturally.
Mr. Venner's immediate family, his wife and sons, they're the major beneficiaries in the event of his death?
In advance of the reading of the will, Detective Inspector, you can't possibly expect me to...
If there's anything you're aware of, anything that was discussed at yesterday's meeting, or otherwise, which might help provide a reason as to why Russell Venner took his own life, then I want to know. I hope that's clear enough.
As crystal, Inspector. And it does not change my responses one iota.
Fine. Now tell me about Venner leaving the meeting.
Hello? Yes?
It's Lynn Kellogg, Mrs. Hubble. CID.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking a nap.
Shall we go in? There. I rang your work. They said most probably you were here.
Scott. You've got news of Scott?
The results of the tests are in. The body they found in the fire, it wasn't him. It wasn't anybody we can so far identify.
You're sure? I mean, there's no possible doubt?
They're positive, yes. It isn't Scott.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I can't believe it. I just can't. I was so sure. I was so certain. I couldn't say anything to anyone, not Stuart or anyone. But, oh, God, help me for thinking it. I was certain that was his. That was his poor body waiting there all this time.
Come on. It's just a relief. Come on. Sit down. Go on.
You thought Scott was a thief, that's what you're saying.
We knew he'd been palling around with a couple of lads who have been anyway. From what we've been able to piece together, Scott was with Barry Descott that evening.
Well, that doesn't mean they broke into this, what was it, antique shop, like you said?
I know. It was never more than, well, a theory, if you like. What we were trying to do was find a way of fitting things together. The break-in, the coins, the fire, your son going missing. We had to proceed on the possibility that the stolen coins found their way into Nolan's club in either Descott's pocket or your son's.
But you don't know that Scott took anything?
No.
Well, you were still happy to accuse him of being a thief, a criminal.
Mrs. Hubble, nobody's accusing Scott of anything.
Well, maybe not now.
Better for us to have thought that and been wrong, surely.
Yes. But we're no closer to knowing where he is than we were before. Worse, we're further away.
Not really.